Welcome to the next GP event in F1 Clash, and here we are again with another strategy guide for the qualifying round to get you in the very best shape heading into the weekend. We are going to be talking your strategies, your boosts, we're going to be talking where to use DRS, where to push, all in this guide with their very own track maps. But first, let's review the GP, and I'm not going to lie, this is the one GP that I wasn't looking forward to. So yes, we have the Hunt versus Lauda GP event. Two legends of F1 Clash, and with legends, they are more of a pay-to-win aspect. You can obtain these legends for free, however, the drop rate is very, very small on this year's crate. So this event is going to really benefit those who buy the crates to try and unlock the drivers. Now, if we go back, you will see there, Hunt and Lauda, and it's a big 20% stat boost. So anyone running them two drivers is going to make a massive, probably a really good driver pairing for the weekend, potentially. Obviously, make sure you swap your drivers for the relevant track stat. Now, obviously, legendary drivers are available. We have the Timeless Boost, which is a race start, speed, and cornering, I believe, off memory. But the worst thing is, legendary driver boost, it is also a sponsor task of race points for the legends. There is absolutely, this is a weekend that I dread for the free-to-play account, because we are not going to be able to compete. It is legends that get you extra race points if you use one of them. You can see there, one legend, contender, you've got a legend as well. Challenger, another legend, and Junior, Massa, and Weber. So really, this is going to be a tough weekend for any of you who don't have high levels on your legendary drivers, or you just don't have them. It is going to be ridiculous, and race points adds to that, because that is going to be a difference between having a good GP and having a not so great one. Very, very frustrating. Tracks for qualifying: Monza in the dry. We've got Sao Paulo, Brazil in the dry as well. We've got Spain in the dry. And again, it makes another return. We have this quite a lot recently too. It's almost like the equivalent of Silverstone. It is Japan, Suzuka, and again, it is in wet conditions. We know how that goes by now. We have it a lot. But it is a wet circuit. That is our one wet circuit out of qualifying. So Monza, Brazil, Barcelona, and Japan. The Hunt and Lauda event. Remember, if you're entering qualifying on Wednesday, it is random time entry groupings. Thursday and Friday, expect to see groupings more based on your previous results. So let's get into your strategy guide for what I'm going to call the GP of my nightmare. The Hunt versus Lauda GP event. Here is your strategy guide. Monza in the dry. Monza can be tough sometimes. Very hard to get through the pack. Defensive drivers are required at this circuit, with a speed setup required as well. So make sure you select those track stats for your selection for your parts and drivers. Now, this is a 9-lap circuit this year, so we're going to be expecting to see two-stop strategies probably throughout. We've got Junior, Challenger, and Contender running two-stop strategies, as you can see to my left. Now, champions, we are going to be expecting a one-stop strategy to convert. We've got the 5 hard, 4 medium, for example, in there with 75 tyre management. You're going to need almost 100 tyre management to do the medium and soft runs, which without boosts or without drivers that are boosted is going to be very difficult to do. So that's why we've gone safe with these options. Now, the best boost: Rainbow, Tulip, Voice, and Warrior. Rainbow and Tulip, very good. We also do recommend Palm Boost. That is one of the little secret ones. That is because you still get defense, you get some race start, you get some tire management as well to help maybe you get that next strategy. Now, the track map on the middle: blue for conserve your power unit. That's where you're going to gain the most back, and attack through the corners is the easiest way around Monza. DRS is a bit of a game changer if you've got it, because you can attack down either 3 of the straights and make some big overtakes. Off to Brazil for our next strategy then. We have got Brazil being overtaking drivers being required, and a cornering setup now being required at Brazil. We have got 9 laps to come, and Junior and Challenger both complete with a 2-stop strategy. You can see our recommended tyre managements there as well. And then Contender and Champion, it does move into a 1-stop strategy. So obviously you've got the 4 medium, 5 hard and the opposite, and also into the softs. So trying to give you as much strategy variance as possible. Now above my head you have got the boosts that feature both overtaking and cornering. We have got Copper and Herald are the best 2 boosts around here. We've also got Glitz, Cranberry and Ode, which are decent. Now the track map in the middle, you've got the back straight or the home straight to conserve your power unit, and you've got to be attacking through them corners with your power unit. But you have got 2 DRS zones to potentially try and take advantage of. You've got the back straight up to the start finish line, which is good for DRS. And so is that first sector, really good for DRS. So if you're not using DRS, conserve. If you are using DRS, make sure to attack those long straights when you can with DRS. Barcelona and Spain, tyre management, drivers and cornering setup now being required. So you need to make sure you've got your drivers selected and your setup selected for tyre management and cornering. Pretty much the same as last year it is. 10 laps though to come in Barcelona. We have got pretty much a lot of 2-stops out there. Junior, Challenger and Contender all rocking the 2-stop. Even Champion with a 2-stop strategy as well. That does go to a 1-stop strategy too, if you can, all the way up to 90 tyre management. So we should be used to this track last year, but obviously an extra lap to do. Now the boosts above my head, Movember, Saar and Nazar. You've also got Downforce and Self-Control, all feature tyre management and cornering. In the middle we have your track map. We have got blue for conserve, obviously red for attacking through the corners. Usually get a pretty good race start around Barcelona, and obviously DRS if you're going to be using it down that long straight. If not, conserve on that long straight. Japan in wet conditions. Defensive drivers are required, of course, to match the track stats, as well as a cornering setup required for your car too. Now this is 7 laps to come, so it's going to feature a 2-stop strategy in Junior and Challenger, because you don't have the tyre management to do the 1-stop. Whereas Contender and Champion, we expect you to have the recommended tyre management at around them levels. Now, defending and cornering stats mean defending and cornering boosts. We have got Hook, Movember, Prince and Saar are the 4 best boosts around this circuit. We've also got Jin, Cranberry, Reindeer and Downforce as well. They all available to use if you have them. The track map in the middle of the screen, you've got 2 places to use DRS, the back straight and the home straight. So make sure if you are using it, push when you're activating DRS. If not, you want to be conserving on them straights if no DRS available, or you're in Junior and be attacking through them corners.